Hello. Today is day 4 of cosmetology school, and I am recording this video way late in the day. This morning was hectic and unexpected. My husband ended up having a callback for a pretty big audition. So when you are a multi-hyphenate and you're doing all the things, especially if you want to be in the entertainment industry, babies in the back seat, especially if you want to be in the entertainment industry, careers like being a hairstylist is very, very advantageous. I don't even know if that's the right word to use, but it all works together when you can work for yourself. Because some people say trying to be an artist or trying to be an actor or a singer or whatever the case may be is for rich people, even though sometimes people from low income upbringings tend to target those type of careers, sports, entertainment, but those careers are actually very expensive to go after. I mean, every career is expensive. They've got expenses, whether it be schooling or training or coaching. But the thing about being an actor is it requires you to be available at the last minute, even though you don't get paid to audition, and your job has to be flexible enough to allow you to go into a random callback and they only give you less than 24 hours notice. Honestly, sometimes they'll hit you up the night before and say, hey, call back at 9 a.m. even though you might have children and you might have a family. They don't care, and that's unfortunate because it should be more organized. They should be more organized, but they never are. So as a result, if you don't have money, if you don't have the luxury of calling out, you miss out on that opportunity. So yeah, but he was able to make it to the audition. I was able to make it to school. Just a second. So yeah, I'm stopping to get my dose of tea since I wasn't able to get it this morning because of how hectic and last minute it was. Let me just move out the way. So yeah, so about cosmetology school, I got there on time still this morning, which was a blessing. But I had baby in the car with me and hubby in the car with me, and we all just kind of joyrided. I don't know if that's the way to say it. Joy rode together. Maybe it works. So yeah, that was an interesting morning and an interesting ride. But I made it to school on time. Today I did not work with a real client. I worked on my mannequin completely. Still working on a product application for hair coloring. Today was interesting because we went in depth on chapter 16 of Milady, the cosmetology book, specifically the color wheel. I know I talked about this and we discussed this a bit on Tuesday. That's when she introduced it. Is today day 4? Today is day 5. Sorry. Today is day 5. Yesterday was day 4. Today is day 5. Today is Wednesday, October 29th, day 5. Yes. So we went over the color wheel yesterday. Today has been such a long day. It doesn't feel like yesterday was Tuesday. Thank you, sir, for letting me go by. How gracious of you. But yes, we went over the color wheel even more in depth today. And that is something I am definitely going to have to study. Granted, I get the primary colors. I think I went through this yesterday, but yellow, red, and blue are the primary colors, and then you have the secondary colors, your orange, your violet, and your green, and then you have your tertiary, I think I'm saying that right, your tertiary colors, which are the colors you mix together that make another color. So like yellow and blue makes green or orange. See, that's what I need to study. I don't know that by heart. I've got to get the color wheel in my head. But we spent the morning coloring the color wheel with crayons. So I felt like I was back in elementary school. I was able to use my meta glasses to film what I was doing today in class. So hopefully I get to insert that somewhere here if I have not inserted it already. But yes, that was the gist of today. We spent probably 2 hours in the lesson, in the book part of the class this morning, just really getting and honing that color wheel and experimenting with mixing different colors and seeing, okay, if you mix these two colors together, this is how you get violet, this is how you get this. If you have green, if the hair is on the green side and you want to subdue or balance green, you use blue. I don't know, I don't think that's right, but I have it in my book, so hopefully I can add some corrections, or by the time the test comes, if the test even tests on that, I'll know it. Because like I said, color is something I definitely want to master. I really want to do color and cutting. So over the next 7 months, those are, like I said, I'm going to learn everything, but those are the two things where I really want to master and put a lot of my time and energy into. So that is what we did today. And I got notification that my FAFSA, my financial aid, has been approved officially. So I should get my kit next week. My teacher said I'll either get it on Tuesday or Wednesday. Funny enough, I ordered a bunch of things and it came today. So they're giving me 3 mannequins, so I will have 5 because I already have a kinky hair mannequin, and then I bought a straight hair mannequin. But if I'm getting my stuff on Wednesday, that means it kicked in kind of quickly, which is interesting to me because I thought with like the Department of Education being a mess and, you know, that whole political side of things that I try not to get too deep into, that things would just be held up. And a lot of the girls have told me it took them 4 or 5 weeks to get their kit. But supposedly I'm going to get it on Wednesday, which will be great. I was able to I got a bag to carry all my supplies in. So once I get the kit, I will do a video on just the kit, showing you all what exactly came in the kit. I was told a lot of things come in the kit, so I'm excited about that, to see what's in there. And other than that, it really wasn't much of a busy day. If this video is super short, it'll probably be grouped with Tuesday and Wednesday. Honestly, this week's videos will probably be one complete video as opposed to a video for every day, because this week has been more kind of getting into the flow of things. And tomorrow is supposedly going to be another slower day. Our teacher is going to be out, so we're going to have a substitute, aka the owner, and we're going to be doing Halloween makeup because Halloween is Friday. So Thursday we're going to be learning some spooky looks or doing nails. I do have a Gel X nail kit, so I'm going to take that in and try to do someone's nails or just do my own. So there's that option as well, and we'll see how tomorrow goes. But today was honestly a little overwhelming for me. I think because of the audition that came up and just trying to figure out how the morning was gonna go, I was overwhelmed. And sometimes when I'm overwhelmed, I'm not the type of person that's like freaking out. When I'm overwhelmed, I tend to go inward. I tend to be very quiet. I tend to just put on some music and just try to get through the day. So I didn't talk much today. I had my headphones in, listening to a podcast while I just worked on my mannequin, because I think I just was tired. I think I just felt tired and just overwhelmed. I don't have another word. I wish I had another word besides that, but that's just how I felt. So yeah, that's how Wednesday, day 5 went, and we'll see how tomorrow goes, day 6, the end of week 2, which is interesting because it's moving fast. Even though it's week 2 and it's like, girl, you got 7 months. You got 6.5, 7 months left. To say I'm already in week 2 feels like wow. And apparently I'm supposed to get my online access next week. So that's what I think I'm most excited about, is getting into the books. Even though, like, as a younger kid, I think I hated doing homework. And then when I got to be like an older big kid, like high school, I liked homework a little bit. College, depending on what the subject was, I didn't mind homework as long as teachers weren't doing too much. But I'm more excited about the homework now, because I feel like in the class it's only an hour and a half to 2 hours, and we kind of go through things really fast. So things like the color wheel, I want to be able to actually sit down and just focus on it. And the online version has the ebook to the textbook. So of course I love having a textbook that I can touch and flip through the pages, but being able to have it on my tablet and look at it in the car, look at it in bed, is gonna be a lot easier for me, I think, to just study and take it all in and really just focus on that. So this is me saying goodbye again, and we'll see how day 6 goes.